Pay attention to this is a bizarre surveillance video. A fellow student is riding in an elevator. The screen shows that he is the only one in the elevator, but he snaps at the air next to him, as if there is another person's presence in the elevator. Then he covers his ears with both hands and crouches down with a pained expression. And then he looks up as if he has seen something horrible and sits down in horror. The next day, the police received a report from the public. The elevator found a charred body. Responsible for the case of Officer Lee looked at the phone surveillance video. He was not clear about the charred body. Is not the classmates? Because he paralyzed after the surveillance is broken. The back of what happened at all no one knows, but the classmate is indeed missing. That's when a henchman rushed in and said that the missing man had posted an article on the internet about a method of interdimensional travel, and that the article stated that the travel could be accomplished via an elevator between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Of course, Officer Lee didn't believe it, but in order to find out why the man had turned into a charred corpse, he decided to try this so-called interdimensional travel himself, so as to find some traces of the murderer. So he said, in accordance with the method of the internet, 2 a.m. to the man accident that building. Enter the elevator in accordance with the steps written above, while holding down the 24,679 floor buttons, such as the lights go out, and then press the 2nd floor, 10th floor, 4th floor, and 6th floor in turn. Officer Lee first pressed the 2nd floor. When the elevator arrived at the door opened, but nothing happened. Then the 10th floor of the same is normal. He felt that this is some people boring pranks, but when the elevator descended to the 4th floor, the strange thing happened. After the elevator door opened, the opposite side unexpectedly appeared exactly the same as himself. Even if he didn't believe in ghosts and gods, he was scared and gasped, so he hurriedly pressed the 1st floor and prepared to go back first. But suddenly, a hand appeared inexplicably and pressed the 10th floor button first. From the point of view of the monitor, the elevator inside only Officer Lee a person. But when the elevator to the 10th floor door opened, Officer Lee suddenly found that the elevator was more than a woman. And then the elevator door automatically closed. And then the woman asked him if he could see himself, and then twisted his body to emit a cackling noise. The piercing sound was too much for Officer Lee to bear and covered his ears, exactly like his classmates in the surveillance, before kneeling in the elevator. When the sound disappeared, Officer Lee looked up at the woman. But as seen from the surveillance, it was Officer Lee who was banging his head against the wall. And the next day, the body was found by the police, dead in the same way as the previous classmate, who had also turned into a charred corpse.